Good morning, Newman Smith. I'm Dr. Jimenez, the proud principal of Newman Smith High School, where our mission is to graduate all scholars to be college, career, or military ready without remediation. Well, speaking of college ready, where in the Waldo is Dr. J? Well, I am up in Dr. Lee's AP biology class with her scholars because you guessed it, in our Newman Smith science classrooms, we are rocking and rolling. But first, our SAT word of the day and our quote. SAT word of the day is facilitate. It's a verb. It means to aid the progress of. The sample sentence is Dr. Lee is facilitating a fantastic lab in her classroom today. Our quote for the day, and I love this one. It's about don't complain. The anvil outlasts the hammer. What does that mean? That's a pretty deep thought for the Friday before spring break. Well, speaking of spring break, we hope that you have a safe and restful spring break. We want all of you scholars to be right back here with us because on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be doing our class assemblies in the theater. So we'll call you down on Monday and Tuesday for just a quick 45-minute assembly where we can make sure that you are set for the rest of the year and for any course registration needs for next year. So what am I doing in Dr. Lee's class? Everything. We are doing a lab called gel electrophoresis. It's an experiment. It's a great tool in the scientific world. The scholars are using professional grade equipment involving pipettes to measure small amounts of volume and agar gel. Is it agar? Agar gel to separate DNA fragments. What? DNA? Okay, let's get some explanation about this. I think we've got a table right here. Anu, can you tell us a little bit about DNA? What are we doing?
Yes. Okay, so basically this whole week we've been learning about DNA and DNA fragments and electrophoresis. So DNA electrophoresis is basically separating DNA fragments using electricity and heat shocks. And basically what we're doing is we're trying to get the long DNA fragments to go to the top while the short DNA fragments kind of settle to the bottom. And this is used in many fields of work actually if you're trying to find like who the father of a child is, you would use like the DNA fragments. Or if you're trying to find a criminal, like you would see what they've left behind at the crime scene and you'd be able to separate it and see.
Ooh, like a TV show, like a crime murder mystery. Wow. Oh man. Well, let's go check this out. Thank you, Anu. Oh wow. Okay, so let's check out over here. Maddie, what's going on? Are you guys about to shock the DNA or what's happening here?
Yes.
Look at all this equipment. Fancy.
We started out just learning how to use the pipettes. We just took water with food coloring and we worked on putting the drops in, but now we have actual DNA samples. So for each one.
Oh, this?
Yeah, these are the DNA samples. So we grab some of the sample and we just put it into these little channels right here. They're really tiny. And then we're going to shock it with electricity. And the different lengths of DNA fragments, the shorter ones will travel farther and they'll go down to the bottom. So then we'll be able to see the pattern and we can match the parent's DNA to the child's DNA.
Oh my God. Now this is real life science that's happening in Dr. Lee's classroom. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So all you scholars out there who are binging on Netflix over spring break on crime murder mysteries, you now know that electrophoresis is the key to finding out the DNA of the person who did the crime. Pretty amazing. Well, I'm going to come back here, let our scholars close out with us real quick. And of course, thank the awesome Dr. Lee for having us in her classroom. Dr. Lee, can you just give us a wave? There she is. Amazing. All right. Well, we love you. We think you're great. Remember, character counts and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.